Right, I've got it at 0.5 because I was going to chat. Now we bought this, and it's a very very big punt. I've been thinking at work today about different scenarios, and also not just that. I thought, well, I think it's not a bad idea. Now we've obviously got the save that we did like last time. There's a bit of bumpy on it. There's quite a bit of wood at the far end next to 89. Yeah, this bit here. There's a little bit of wood the other end. Separates, but it is our wood. Now, I'm going to play this. I was sort of thinking about this as well. There's no BGA on this because it is, again, and I thought, yeah, in Sri Lanka, I just like literally went ahead and did everything. And I thought, if it's not available in a country, then really you can't have it built. So I thought, I'm going to play this as realistic as possible. We're going to play with like homemade type mods, ones that are sort of small and homemade rather than big grand factories that probably aren't available in this country really. So yeah, I'm going to play with little things. I'm not going to stick a value on them, but they can't be big. Yeah, I mean, I suppose a wood yard. I could do the Blue Dragon. I'm not thinking of doing it, but I mean, it's only 10,000. I was going to sort of stick like a 25 grand limit, and I thought, I don't know if that's a little bit too stringent. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Most of the mods I'm wanting to play straight away are all very, very small, really. Yeah, now also, we can't sell wood on this either. So we're going to need to do something with the wood because the chips. I am going to lease. Yeah, it's ever so amazing. I looked in editing and I thought, what was the one thing you said that you needed? I believe a plough, and that's nowhere to be seen on there. So we need to do a plough. Also, not sure about a stone picker because if we're going to plough, we're going to make stones. Again, I'm going to go for small things. The Funkuser is a European brand, so again, I'm going everything small where possible. So then, we're going to go with, yeah, now this is obviously, there are some things which don't equate exactly in the game, and yeah, I mean, I know you could go the Salek, and some of these other brands as well, but there are some of these that really don't. Yeah, the Case and the John Deere, again, they can be got everywhere, but yeah, things like the Lizard, there isn't such a brand. It's, yeah, and the same as this one. This is the one I'm going to go for. And I am going to add the mulcher. It's cheap and reasonable. It is. The other thing is, I'm thinking, I was, of course, going to go BGA. I thought, oh, let's make another field of grass. And the other thing is, we've got another field of grass that we've done over there. And I thought, well, if we're not allowing a BGA, what are we going to do? And I thought, well, it doesn't have to stay grass. It's a good bonus, if you remember. We sort of saw Field 87 and it was super duper bonus. Yeah, it's like max loam. So again, it wouldn't matter if we tore that to pieces and made it into something else, really. And looking at 88, I'm not now, but yeah, again, we could make a bigger field out of the two. I don't want it to, yeah, as I said, really, end of last session, being in the village is everything in Polish life. So like, this is the local community. So the first thing we're going to need to do is literally, yeah, we need to lease also. Now, did I already do this? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. We need to lease the Tree Devourer. I'm not sure whether, yeah, and I know there are some things like this really that don't equate. These are things of fiction really, totally. But yeah, we're going to sort of stick with that. So we're doing that. Also, we're going to need to do a... Right, I've got the tractors here. Right, let's go and grab that. Yeah, I'm going to want to, first of all, I'm going to chop these down. Also, I think we're going to need a silo. Definitely some sort of storage. I'm going to go multi-fruit. And as I have in quite a few Let's Plays recently, I've gone for the most... Yeah, the real farmyard is here. Yeah, this is the real farmyard. Which I like the way this has been handled. Yeah, it is that one. Is it that one? No, it's going to be that one there. Here you go. Where am I? Look at me. My point. Yeah, so actually, yeah, you can't buy it, but it's not been destroyed. You can't buy it. at the minute. Yeah, but it's not also been destroyed, which I actually quite like that. It's a, yeah, I prefer it if we could have it, but we can't. It's not buyable. Yeah, it's not a patch of land that you can buy, but it's not been destroyed. I actually quite like that. It becomes part of the furniture. I do like the way that PBolek has actually sort of thought that and actually integrated it. Very, very... I've got to be honest, I mean, I've played on quite a few Polish maps in my time. I really have. I've never shied away from them. I know a lot of some content creators do. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, I've played on quite a few and thoroughly enjoyed it. Trying to get the feel for Polish life and try to observe that in the Let's Play a lot. I've half-heartedly tried that before, but this time I'm really determined that we're not going to go like massive, you know, like we're going to go small. We're not having massive monster pieces of equipment. We're going to have European brands where possible. Lizard, we will allow that exception, definitely. So right, we also want, yeah, the Foncusser is European, so we want stone. We will buy this. It is only small, and I think represents the best value, really. It's also believable. So what we're going to go for? Let's go. I do love using this chrome. I use it a little bit too much. I do realise that. I think silver. It does look nice, actually. Right, smash it. Hoping that's it, because we are eating into this money, whatever productions we've got left. And obviously I'd like to go animals, but again we've only got limits. I think that tree line is pretty much the edge of our property. It starts to go funny as well, like there's a bank, and I like that. It's so within these things is us, basically. Oops, I have slowed it down. Yeah, so we are going to... I was going to do grass, but now I'm not, because it makes no sense whatsoever. The one thing I am going to say, the productions that I... Well, yeah, this is the other thing. There are 2 of these on our property. Yeah, there's one the other end too, so we've got to be careful. There's a few little bits and bobs which are going to make this awkward. The trees we're going to shift right now, but yeah, here's the other one. Right here, and there's like a bit of a brook that runs through. But this is all our... Yeah. This is all of ours, right up to about this row of trees here. Yeah, so there's a bit of stone and all. Yeah, here I would say this row of things. Well, actually, right up to the cows. If we look closely, yeah, we're right. We are literally on the edge of our particular property. So there's, yeah, we're going to make maximum use. We need obviously headland. But the other thing I was thinking was of using the corners of the field and the areas like this for productions that are out of the way. But the first thing we need to do is clear away the wood, but also store the wood somewhere. So we really need to, yeah, let's do the flying in the air trick, as in like, yeah, this is our domain. I want to put the storage in, yeah, no, I'm not sure where that is. That bit there? No, it isn't. So the bit where that fence is not ours, where I parked up at the minute. That bit there, where that fence starts there and goes in, that isn't ours. That is like literally, I think, part of that. So that's not ours. The rest of it though, like that, but there's this patch here where there's a brook. Now I don't mind sinking, wink wink, something into the ground, like one of those channels for it to go in. Likewise here, now this is all ours, from about that tree line there. Again, all of that to that field is ours. There's quite a bit of trees. I only thought there was one big tree, but they're not massive, but they are going to bring some. So I'm thinking, yeah, silo I think I'd like to do here. And like any buildings we have really on this side here, and obviously there needs to be a path going in at some point. I personally think probably next to that building there, because there's already one wall, one side. I don't want to make it small either. I want to make maximum use. We obviously don't know at all. This is the beauty and the bane of a field like this. You do not know whether it's going to be good, bad or indifferent. What I thought I would do is save it right now, so we've got a baseline. And what I'm going to do is we're going to add... No, that's the point. Let me write this down. I already wrote down how much I got before, but now we've just spent some more. This is so that I can put it back. This is sort of not cheating. We're going to stick some money in, and then we're going to put this back, and I'm going to reload this save. This is sort of like, we know in the game there is no way to that's true. Do we need to take, we don't think we need to take the trees off if we use V mode, because this is not going to stand. This is more of an idea of us placing things where we like to see where things go best, really. So if we go F12 and add a mill, it doesn't matter because this is not really happening. Well, what I mean is it won't happen. It will at the minute, but it's not going to happen. This is just for us to do what on earth we like, to see where things go best, to demolish. And then when we've done that, I'm going to reload the game right back to that point. Did I save it again? Yes, I did. Yeah, to reload the game. Well, if I didn't, I've only got to buy a couple of things, basically. Yeah, it's just to see where we're going to go. First thing we need is a silo. And I'm going to go for the Bernie, which is really part of the Bavarian farm pack. So it is actually European. I do like this one by Omatana, but it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's, I need the smallest type of, yeah, the most, I mean, this was a good one by Nikki, but then it's also got additional stuff as well. I do like this. It's very small, though it really is tiny. She's not kidding. It is, but this is my absolute favourite, with the minimal, you know, I think that row of trees is where it goes like that. You could, however, do it tucked in there. And again, this is, remember, this is just us playing around at the minute. So yeah, it doesn't really matter how messy things get or whatever we do of using V mode. Now then, the productions I'm thinking of doing initially are, I do eventually want, I'm trying to think of also, I'm not sure. I think Poland is pretty temperate like Britain, if I remember rightly. Maybe a little bit warmer in I was going to say in Europe, in like summer, but not much. Yeah, if we're going to do something like a grain mill, it's not going to be my, I love this one. This is my favourite, the old General Mill by Farmer Jeb. Again, it's a factory type thing, and I know there are factories in there, but I wouldn't have thought there were in villages. So I'm going to allow things like this, or like this. Yeah, I don't mind the old French dovecote if we were doing that type of thing. But the things we're going to go for are, I mean, this goes in anyway, but it is like your garden shed, that type of production. And this here, the liquid manure production, that also is one that I'm going to allow, because it does straw and it also does wood chips. Again, I'm trying to make use of the wood chips. Also, the homebrewed productions, it's more for when you've got animals. I'm not sure whether I'm going to allow, because we can actually buy, yeah, if I'm going to play this by the book, as in by the book from Poland, now I can buy manure, and I can buy slurry, I think. But yeah, that bit there, no, here, this yard here sells lots of bits and bobs. I thought it was that on there because it's also got it, but it isn't. It is this one here we looked last session. So we can buy a few bits and bobs. Now I might actually for once allow that, because we are limiting ourselves in almost every other way. So I don't want to limit myself totally where you can't do anything. That would be ridiculous. I want to play in harmony with the limited resources of the country, where we've got to use home-brewed and home-grown type things, but also not ridiculously powerful. So that's one, that one there, and it needs to sort of be both. We could sort of do it like that, I suppose, because, yeah, we're going to block the... Yeah, I mean, again, those trees will be gone, so that's not really... Right, so that is pretty much the start of our land. There's that thing down there that cuts the field, but we could do a little island in that, really, and sort of level that if we really wanted to signify we've got a pipe in there and we've like literally dug it in. Obviously, it's going to cost us to level, so that will literally be fair on that sort of score. Now, I would like it close to us here, really, and almost sort of like on the equivalent to the headland. And I suppose we could do that on the road, like that away. That I would say I want to have it about that wide. and that there is where we're going to come in. But I want it to be wide and broad. I really don't want it to be silly. The liquid manure production, now that really, thinking about that there, is probably okay to do. I suppose if we no, because this is like a corner and you've got that there, it's probably, again, I would stick it there, but at the minute that's in the way. But roughly, and just as a rough gauge, I would like to have a look at, that's supposed to be the road that's causing, no, it's trees. Let's put this in V mode because this is not legit. If we stick that sort of like that, and it's more for space. I will go further across, but this is just for a rough idea really of things. Now there's another very interesting mod. Now, having had a country property, oh yeah, we want that, that's a definite. Now I want to stick that a little bit further out of the way, so I'm going to stick this over here. I don't want them to get mixed up. I think we're going to stick it that way. Now the trees will be gone, so that's also we're going to do. Now I'm going to, do I need to do the distance? Now the outhouse we're going to do, it's got a tiny weeny little, yeah, it really, you do not need to stick a lot in this because it would outlast the Let's Play really on, yeah, like what it's now. We really are not learning a lesson about sticking on, even though this is not going to stand. We still really need to see where everything's going. So like outhouse, I think we could probably sort of stick that just on the edge there without being sort of cheeky. It's about on the level with ours. Yeah, it does straw, and again, I don't mind buying a bit of straw because it's 800 litres, and I've thought about this. I was thinking, well, you could upgrade it to a level 1. I thought, no, we're going to stick to this sort of as the cheeky little thing that it is, but not ruin it. We're going to stick it as it is. Now, when I lived in the country, we had you had to empty your manure, your fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, and this I think is actually not bad by Caliph Eric. Yeah, it sort of signifies a natural production, so in a way very similar to a slurry pit that naturally produces, that you've got sort of a product that, but it's not silly, it is very tiny. So I think again we will stick this, and I'm going to allow 2, but no more. Yeah, because it's only 2.5 tons per one, and it will produce a little bit of slurry. I mean that produces slurry from wood chips and all the rest of it, but yeah, it doesn't produce it naturally. The rest I'm leaving. Yeah, I've obviously got these, the TMR mixing. Oh, the other thing. Do we need the Omatana? I don't think so. I was thinking about this because I was thinking about grass and then the BGA, but we're not doing the BGA. No, there's no trouble really with, yeah, so we basically now need to carve this field out. Oh, you know, silo, we're happy with that. In there, let's have a look. And yeah, really, I suppose up to that there, we could sort of go around that as the field, down there and across there, and then straight up to the top. Get rid of these trees here. I'd also like, yeah, actually sort of I think pigs first, and this is the one that I've only ever had once, but I actually really like this. So we would need probably to leave this a bit of room for going all the way down there, and it bends a little, so yeah, that would probably there. Let's have a look. And you can also change this to blue as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, now obviously that is sunken badly, and really badly. Yeah, I mean you can see how low it is. So we obviously this is not going to stand, but just as so we can see the scope of and scale of the field. And another reason I thought we could do this like this is for a very special reason. Now, I personally find the very best way to mark any kind of field is the old method with courseway, where you actually run the course. Now, the thing is, you can't normally do that because you can't put the things in until afterwards. But the beauty of this is you can still make your courseplay course. I can switch on mark the field with these here, and then this will still stand after, because these are all going to be gone. Now, as a rough, rule of thumb, obviously this is not going to be quite right. So then if we start custom field recording and go roughly on this, also given a bit of headland, really don't like make this silly. Be able to use the farm. Be quite a nice farmyardy type size here. Avoid the grate. And this bit here is going to be... I think we'll leave it actually. I think what we're going to do is just use the bits that we've already got available right now. It gives us a little bit of room. I don't mind if we go a little bit close to the edge on this. Probably remove the trees that are on our thing that might cause issues with headland, but we can always adjust this slightly. Once you plough your field, to be honest, you can destroy your courseplay course and start all over again. Yes, I'm not really told. This is just a beginning preliminary thing, but then when we've already saved the game, we can literally get rid of... Let's think about this. Get in there, give me a squeeze between. Sort of avoid that, go along the edge of that. So we sort of are still observing this almost completely right. Yeah, so we don't really need to do anything special, truthfully. Oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, that is all. Yeah, totally. You used to be able to go backwards on this. Yeah, I think we'll cut straight across. Yeah, do you know something? Let's stop. No, we don't. Right, let's do that again. This time, let's do this starting. Yeah, we will observe this particular end. We're not going to observe the other end. Straight across that bit there, and then go down the side. Do we do that? We start. I think we're going to do. Yeah, let's start here at this corner. And we don't get too close to that. That's not bad. Right now, then let's hug the edge of that pipe as we really would. Let's try to observe this as it naturally would be in real life. That's it. So, yeah. No. This is where we need to sort of pretend the tree's on there, like that, and then down here. Straight across there, giving a bit of room to drive down the side, like so. Then giving quite a bit of nice room for this, going around the pipe. And now we'll do what we did last time, we'll avoid that area. And we'll go around that tree. This is all ours. And straight down to where we start. And then we'll have a look on the map what it looks like. And then we're going to go get the tree devourer. We'll go for a time lapse, remove the trees, stick the wood into level, do a bit of leveling, get it all right. Then stick the silo down properly with our money. We do indeed want to save that, and then we want to look on the map and see CP1. Which if we actually look like that, you can see that we've not taken any liberties, really. And there's plenty of space for the actual farmyard, whereas it is quite a big thing. When we ploughed it, we should be able to see how big it actually is. Right, so then, I am going to pause the cameras, grab everything. No, I'm going to reload the computer, but I am going to grab the tree devourer, bring it all over here, get the cache back to normal. All of these will disappear. So I'm going to bring you back in a few minutes to see you out. Now, I was going to grab them, but I think we're going to grab things. Also, the other thing is obviously I was doing things completely different for a completely different idea. But we do need still straw, and I think it's only grass pickup. So sort of in a way, I've got mowers, and I don't need to mow the grass. And I suppose now you say that we could actually do a grass field. And we could have it for our cows. Yeah, I said I'm starting with pizza. Doesn't mean to say we're finishing, right? We need to switch the... No, leave the interaction zone markers on, really, for now. So, oh, that is actually the actual shop point, then, is it over there? There is, if you, actually look at... You can see it's over there. And a repair point, too. Okay, that's interesting. At least we can actually see that. Oh, and yeah, there is a chevron marked area for the repair point. Right, okay, well, obviously something you can't see normally when you've got it like I've got it. We will use that. Yeah, that's definitely going to be worthwhile. I'm debating, do we allow the use of the Amatana? Or do we actually go old school with the clam? Interesting. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea, truthfully. Yeah, so we're going to bring these across when we actually need them. Now that I have got the tree devourer over at the field, if I can actually find where I'm going the wrong way. Now that's the one we want because it's got a full 3-run link. Now then, I'm going to go straight into a timeout. We are going to be filling these, it's going to take 2, but the one thing we do need to do quite quickly is to stick the silo down. I'm not 100% sure, looking at the way we did CP1, that really wasn't the best possible place. Yeah, I'm debating whether or not we chop that first tree down. Let me just fold this up as well. Is it no, it's not really in the way. Looking at it. I don't think the tree devourer likes this particular... No, I don't think it does. I'm sure it doesn't like going into this. I had this, I'm sure, on another Let's Play. Let's just do a bit of testing first. If not, we'll just use the other one, which I think is absolutely fine, and also slightly bigger. So let's have a go. Okay. Seems to be, well... Oh, no, that is, yeah, that is, it's not a lot of wood. Saying how big it is, it's really not. That I mind, it's more about, it is. No, this line we're leaving, because that really is the demarcation line. I think if you look closely at the building, it runs straight down. So the trees are in their back garden up to, I would say that point there. I would say after that, if we look at us on the map, now I can get a little bit further, I think, about here. Yeah, it's just beginning. In fact, looking at the line of water, the water line, the other side of the water line is where we are now. That's not well, not a real one. That's pretend. So the magic tree is ours, as I call it, and what we really are. I'm going to go to the time lapse and we're going to stick the silo. No, we can still do that, on camera. Yeah, so we'll place the silo. Actually, looking at this corner probably is out of the way a little bit. Probably ideal. There's a bit of a waste in the corner where CP1 didn't go. So perhaps not a bad idea to actually stick it over here and almost to run a bit of a road, raise the earth. Don't want to change it too much. Yeah, Anyway, yeah, let's stage one. Let's clear some ground. Yeah, I'm going to say my words and as you guys down. Let's feel side. Right, I think I'm happy with that. Some of this we're going to take back, a bit like the edge of the BGL line. I don't suppose, yeah, I've not blocked that, but I have actually put that by it, so we'd have to go around it. Yeah, no, I didn't mean to cover that in, but you could really do that in real life, so yeah, I will allow that. But we are, yeah, I think everything's sort of, not exactly where I thought, but yeah, it also looks a lot better now that the trees are gone. That is just natural. It is so now we need to use the plough and sort that out. We're running very low on funds, so I'm going to do the painting and that, yeah, and a bit more levelling later on. Yeah, we really just can't justify. There were 23,269 any kind of contingencies, and that's it. Yeah, the other thing is I also need a water tanker. Basically, we've not got anything at all that we can do that. So that's another 5,000, definitely. Although you can reconfigure that. It's got a very, very small capacity, far less than we really could do with. So, yeah, let's have a look. Let's return that. And let's have a look for animals. And no, we will go and fetch it. It's not very far away. Yeah, we will literally... No, it's a lizard. I'm trying to think, is there anything? Liquid tanks, gator. No, again, I really would like... Yeah, there's that one. The modulo isn't working properly at the minute, or I've got a mod that's clashing. We will go with it. Yeah, we will. It's a cracking... I don't think you can beat it. Right, so we've got that. We will also... Is there any more? No, there was something about hydrants. Are there any hydrants close by? Right, the one thing we do need to do straight away, though, is get the ploughing. Yeah, well, that needs to be done. I think, actually, to be honest, I think we're going to manually plough this. I'm going to go straight back into another time lapse. And we're going to, yeah, I'm going to take a bit of this off the I don't know, the production shed. Maybe a bit of the corner. We want to leave this, and also we've got the pig shed to remember that I think we'll stick to what we'd already do. I think we'll just stick to CP1. Yeah, I think it's going to be that way. The floors need to be that way. Yeah, we've got the two. Yeah, actually, this is going to need to be the Foncaser, because the other one, these are both 170 horsepower. So I can easily manage the Foncaser, but that one hasn't got the full 3-foot hitch. So yeah, we'll leave the INT to do the ploughing. Then any additional work. I do like the fact we've got 3 tractors, 18,269. The same we did as well as we did. Oh, the progress does not come without cost. Let's be honest. Yeah, I mean we've got. Couple of trailers. Yeah, no, you've seen it was the other way. I do like the tyres on this an awful lot. Yeah, it's not. I've got a very good turning circle, but you know, you can't have everything. Let's just go forwards. Yeah, so my plans have changed from the initial what I was like looking at to what it sort of became. Right, so CP1. Let's have a look. Excuse me, I've got a horrible tickly cough. Right, so create job. And field position CP1. Yeah, brilliant. Now then. Ooh, that might actually fall within that 10.5 meters. I only think 2 headlands. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad actually. That's better than I thought. So... Great new folder. I'm going to call it FY for farmyard, because this may well change in time. In other words, it might just become the farmyard in time. Right, so then we want to allow create fields, and we want first, and go. I'm just going to follow this on the edge because we may have clipped a few things, and I would like to just make sure this initial thing that we haven't gone too far. Yeah, I've tried to level that for the future for the P, but it doesn't seem terribly level to me. Yeah, it's got some beautiful texture in. Very, yeah. I apologise for going around the corners, but this is not me. Yeah, the soil is very soil-like. Ah, look at the texture. Now then, that might just touch the bit of land that's not ours. So far, so good. Yeah, those plants are a pain. They do disappear once you've got crop in, but they are really what it is about them. They're the ones that, yeah, if you just put placeables on them, they don't care. They stay. If you do a field, in time, they do actually disappear. It's the only thing that I can actually know that disappears them. Yeah, because even ploughing, the resilient ploughing, it's only when the crops actually grow through that they disappear. The same as the wooden sticks I remember on Reezy Forest by JN Gaming. The very first time I went on, they got sticks like those that you see out by the trees, and they remained after ploughing, but then they really did disappear after that. Please make sure that I don't know this headland. Yeah, this is the bit that I'm a bit worried about near the production shed. I think I was a little bit close. I think we've done alright with the trees. Repaint that. Yeah, if we do the ploughing, we can get rid of CP1, and yeah, this might. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd gone a little bit mad. What we'll do is we'll destroy CP1. And we'll just leave the ploughed field. Let's just get this. And then we'll do nearest once we've gone past this. It's not as big as I thought. I don't think it's as big as our other one, let's put it that way. Not quite the grand scheme that I imagined in my head when the cost of this, but it is what it is. We've got to find money. That's what I thought. I thought it was more a base of operations, more in keeping with the properties that we see around us, and I thought that's worth sacrifice it. And also we've got the other grass field as well, which will equally, we're not going to keep that as grass, even though we've got the mowers, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Right, okay, I'm happy. I think that's going to be all right now. So let's grab the Funkasseur. So I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.